Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Right to the air is Rodgers.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Those defense for the Packers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Johnston. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Called at a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts have got it back to within a score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers
finds his receiver, Watson.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
Quick slant to Watson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kwity Paye. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. This is horoscope.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was a score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it...
And he lost the football. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw.
Left side, he finds Pierce.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2nd and 13. He'll find Gabriel Davis. Finding space at the 40.
There's the stiff arm.
Still on his feet.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Reed Blankenship in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Second and 5. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
He's going to have the first down and more than that.
30, 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Packers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Rodgers now at first down. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And it's a Packers touchdown. Kenny Yeboah, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's taking it right down Broadway. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Now Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But